One thing that you absolutely need to take with you is you need to take something for constipation, because you're going to get it. They create this internal thing. You're taking all these medications. If you're taking Norcos for home, if you're taking pain medicines, they are known to back you up. It's just not your body's first priority is to be pooping. I'm just going to be honest. And almost everybody that was at the recovery home suffered. The recovery home was nice enough to have something, I think they call it lactulose, that we took, and that did work great. I so wish I had brought something with me, and I needed something heavy duty because we were taking stuff, all kind of things, getting it from the pharmacy, and it took days to get the plumbing going again. So please, I recommend that you do take something with you. I almost wish that I had taken a, what is it called? Ducalax or whatever, Ducasate or whatever, sodium suppository with me, because I really needed it. You'll get so you feel really sick, and that doesn't happen to everybody, but it was like about 5 of us and we all were having issues. So I would recommend that. Now, I would not put a suppository in when you're the first few days and you're healing sutures. You don't want to experience that, but if you get desperate enough, I would use that as your last resort. But at least take a stool softener like a Colace, and something else that has more of a stimulant. I would take both of those with you, and I would start with taking the stool softeners, and I would even try to take those a few days before surgery and then following the surgery, okay? One of the, I'm getting close, y'all, getting close to the end. These are a must. They are going to put compression hose on you. They will recommend that you wear them. Even some physicians will say 2 weeks after surgery, 5 days, but if you're gonna be traveling right after, getting on the plane, you need to have these on. I recommend these for at least 5 days, and I did wear them because you will get a lot of swelling in your legs just because they cut the lymphatic system when they cut you at the belly. That's why you have all of the swelling after surgery. These are fantastic and keep the swelling off of your legs. These came from Amazon. These are like as a nurse, I would wear these anyways. And these are what I wear. But I ordered these for surgery. I got them off Amazon. They're compression socks. They're nice and heavy duty. To prevent them, because compression hose that they give you, and even these, will kind of cut your circulation off if they're not smooth. So you roll them all the way down. You pull them up on your leg. If you're at a recovery home, they will help you do this. And then when you get up to your knee, don't let them bunch, because they will cut your circulation off and feel horrible. You pull them all the way up as far as you can get in. Make sure they're super, super smooth. And then you fold it and you roll it back down on your leg and smooth it out, okay? Making sure that it's not too close to the cuff of your knee where your knee bends, because it will dig in there and hurt. But roll it up about an inch from that crease in the back of your knee, fold them down and smooth them out, and you won't have any problems with them being uncomfortable for you. So make sure you're taking compression sock with you, and if they get on your nerves, add a little of this real-time pain stuff in there, and you're gonna love it. Okay. Make sure that you have something to watch, whether you're there. Like, for example, that hospital there, Hospital Angeles, is fantastic, but it was little, if you're speaking English, it was little to no TV for you to watch. They do have Wi-Fi, so if you can take a Fire Stick with you or something like that, or a laptop where you're able to watch Netflix. In the recovery home, the one that I had, they usually will have, TVs in each room that have Netflix, but it's something just to put with you or bring with you just in case they do not. Also download an app called WhatsApp, and that will help you to FaceTime with people without charges, because it works off of Wi-Fi, or text people or call people audio, so that you don't have to worry about incurring any charges long distance. Again, that's WhatsApp. I will also link that in the description. One of the last things I want to tell you, if you're going to have a BBL, to take with you is ask if you're, like, for example, my plastic surgeon gives you not only that backboard, but he also gives you a BBL pillow. Now, some people will use the ones that look like a boppy. I actually prefer this. I will tell you, most of the stuff that you hate in the beginning, you'll end up needing and loving. For example, your faja. You're going to hate it in the beginning, and then you're going to take it off and be like, oh my God, how long is it going to take to wash it? Because I need it back so that I don't swell up. Like now, I need it on. I feel like a completely different person when I have it on. And I swore I wouldn't because I hate compression. Okay, so this is a BBL pillow. You can see your legs fit here. I sit on it. I'm actually straddling my little stool right now so that I'm not putting pressure on my behind. I just about never put any weight on my bottom right now. The only annoying thing about it is sometimes your butt will feel numb, especially in the beginning. So when you sit, let me see if I can get the camera to show you. Your butt kind of hangs off of it. Can you all see this? Okay. My butt is hanging off of it in the back. It's the same when you're in a chair. It's the same when you're in a chair. You will put it under your thighs, kind of close to your bottom, but not quite, like you don't want to sit on it, so that you're putting the weight in your thighs, okay? And what you do to support your back in any chair or bed you are is I take a pillow and I put it in the crease of my back, where that little arch is in the hollow of your back. I put a nice pillow back there so that it supports my back and that there's no pressure on your bottom, or as much, not a lot of pressure. Now, the reason why you do this is because there are cells kind of in between those, or that protect those fat cells, and when you crush them and those, it's like basically your bottom it's a donor site for fat cells. And so crush for a long period of time, it'll kill them and they'll die. And so you don't want that to happen. So you don't want to put pressure on your bottom, so you can increase the rate of survival of those fat cells until they develop their own blood supply and they have been accepted into their environment. Once that happens is when you hear people say they have the fluff, which can be 8 weeks, 4 months, whatever, after that they notice that you will lose some volume after the first couple of weeks. I would tell you that, and that's just because they put in all of it. You're not gonna, they say you lose from 40 to 60% for some people. All the studies vary, but you're gonna lose some of the volume, not only from some of them not surviving, but it's full of saline. Like they take that fat out, it's full of fluids, they put it in. Some of that is just fluids and inflammation that's coming off of there. So don't freak out just yet. So you'll have some shrinkage, and then once those cells are incorporated in their environment and they've established blood supply and they're able to divide or grow or whatever, then you hear people say they have the fluff. So to increase the chances, rate of survival, you want to make sure that you have a good pillow. This one was very awkward. I did not like it when I first got it because I'm very short and I felt like my feet couldn't touch the floor. But it's really great because it gives you enough clearance to keep your butt off. So I actually like the height of it. Just put some pillows under your feet. And just make sure you're also stacking some pillows in the hollow of your back there so you have support, and you'll be fine. All right, I use it even in the bed. I use it the same way right under the bottom part of my legs before that butt cuff, as they call it. And then I put a small pillow in the hollow of my back and a pillow under my head. I am lucky that I have a adjustable bed, so I did not have a use for I did not get what is everybody getting, those recliners? And I hear a lot of bad reviews about those now, and they say they also cause a lot of pooling in the back, hollow of your back. So I think if you're gonna think about getting not one of those cheap recliners, make sure you're getting like a 3-inch foam that goes in it, or just rent one from like a rent-a-center or something if you don't want to buy a recliner or borrow one. But if you don't, you guys, you're going to be okay. Just stack a bunch of pillows on your bed. I prefer this to the donut style BBL pillows. The only time that I use, like I'll use a smaller pillow, like one of those rectangular pillows in the car, because this just creates such an angle, it's hard for me to drive with. And some people will use a flat BBL pillow. I just felt like I didn't get as much clearance with those. Like I was still sitting on my butt on the sides, and that's where I had issues with volume in the first place. So I prefer these. So find a great doctor like this one that gives you it, because they're expensive. They're like 75 to 100 bucks. I'll link one in there that you can take a look on Amazon if you don't, but it is the one that I do recommend. All right, so that's it for today. If I think of anything else, I'll put it on the next video, which is going to be more about things that I suggest for wound care. One of the things that you can get now that you're going to need regardless is some isopropyl alcohol. They're going to put on tape on your incisions right after you come out. And in a spray bottle, or even if when you're traveling, you can't like take more than 4 ounces with you. So you can order on Amazon the alcohol pads, or ask at the hospital, wherever you have, can you have some extras? And swab. I prefer to spray because it doesn't disrupt the tape. The tape is a 3M micropore tape that they use in surgery. It looks similar to this, but it's brown usually. And you spray your incision line after you get out of the shower, once they say it's okay for you to shower, and it keeps those incisions dry, snap dry. And that is really important for not allowing bacteria to build up and keeping your incisions free from infection, you guys. I can't speak enough about how great alcohol is, especially on that micropore tape. So you just spray it, okay? Ooh, my CBD. I actually use a 91%, a really high concentrate, because there's 70% and 91%. So I use the 91% and I put it in a spray bottle. Every time I get in the shower, I spray my navel and I spray all my incisions to make sure that they get dry. So one of the things I totally forgot, y'all, take some comfortable bras, and like, see, this one doesn't have the best support, but you want the ones that are kind of no underwire, like a sleeping bra, so you can throw it on top of your faja. And they just give you a little bit of oomph so your girls aren't hanging down if you're like me and you nurse all your babies. I did not do this at the same time. This is going to be round 2 for me. I'm just doing a lift. I won't be doing any implants. I'm just not desiring that. But you want to just take something for the girls, okay? So a sleeping bra. And the other thing is what to wear. I bought these dresses off of Amazon. They're way too big. I think this is a large, but they were uber comfortable and just what I needed. I bought them in different styles. I bought some that were strapless. I regret that because look, fajas are very hard to hide. This is my bra and this is my faja. When you wear the strapless, you can see at least one, if not 2 of those straps. So try to buy the ones with the arms like this. I will link this one, but like I said, this is a large and it's a bit big. It's way more than big, but it still was nice and comfortable to wear on the plane. I don't think being a fashion icon is what you're really concerned about when you're on your way home from having a tummy tuck. So I will also link the recovery home that I stayed in. I do recommend them. And I will do a separate video about Dollhouse later. That's it for now, you guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for joining Mom Saving Grace. Until next time, adios. Thanks for joining Mom Saving Grace. Please like, share, subscribe, and hit that notification button. Have a blessed day.